When tying your own fly fishing leaders, there's about 3 knots you really need. First one's gonna be the nail knot, the second one's the blood knot. Just in case you wanna quickly change your leader, we can do the perfection loop as well, so you can loop to loop connect part of your leader if you wanna quickly remove, but you could easily not use that and just use blood knots to connect all of your leader section all the way from the nail knot all the way down. So first you're gonna use the nail knot. The nail knot is used to connect your fly line to your leader line. So that's gonna be your first connection. It's very crucial. So you're gonna get your lines, your fly fishing line and your leader line, and you're gonna line them up together like so. Now you're gonna get either a nail, I'm using a piece of a chopstick, but you can use any stick. If you're on the river, you could sharpen or smooth off a piece of twig or find a piece of driftwood and honestly do it with that. You can use a paper clip as well. The thinner it is, sometimes the easier it is. I like to stick out from the tip here. And so you're gonna loop. You're gonna grab the other end of your fly line. So you're basically creating a massive loop. And you're gonna pinch all 3 of these lines together. So this is one end of your fly line, this is the far end, and you're gonna have your leader line, and then this is the tip you wanna connect it to. So once you get to this point, you're gonna grab your loop section of your fly line and you're gonna start wrapping it. You're gonna do 1 wrap around, and then you're gonna crisscross over. At this point, you're gonna do 6 more wraps, so 7 total. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And now you're gonna grab this line and you're gonna pull it all the way through. And you're pulling it all the way through. Now you're gonna slide this bit of the knot right off of your toothpick. You're gonna tighten this by pulling your main leader line and this tag end down here, and that's gonna be how you're gonna tighten this line. So always pinch it. I like to pinch with my left hand like this and pull it off. Once it's off, you can start tightening that knot by pulling both of these together. Don't tighten it all the way, but tighten it most of the way. And then get in here with your fingers and you can straighten this knot out with your finger. It'll come together really nice. Okay. So another thing that sometimes does happen with this is this fly line will get kind of bent and crooked and you want it as straight as possible. So I'll grab my fly line and pull it straight like so and straighten out this knot. So then your knot's basically done at this point. All you're gonna want to do now is lubricate your knot before tightening it the rest of the way down. And you're not even gonna have to pull your fly line. You're just pulling your leader to tighten this. Now just give it a good pull. Now you can pull this. And your nail knot is complete. So that's gonna be your first knot you're gonna need to know to tie a tapered fly leader onto your fly line. Trim that tight. And trim that one tight. So there you go, that's your first knot of your tapered fly leader. Super easy, nail knot. Next knot is gonna be your blood knot. So simply just get to the other end of your fly line. This is the tip. Now you're gonna connect maybe your midsection or your tippet, depending on how you're tying your leader. I have a whole nother video on talking about tapered fly leaders. I can tag that in the description, and also I'll tag it in the video right now. So you're gonna cross the 2 lines together that you wanna connect to tapering your leader down. And then you're gonna do a blood knot. So one thing about the blood knot is you're gonna twist these lines around. You can do between 5 and 7, sometimes go as low as like 3, but honestly 5 to 7 is good. So the thinner the line, if you're gonna do 7, and the thicker the line, you're gonna do 5. So you're gonna do a wrap this way. This is really important. One's gonna wrap around this way, and one is gonna wrap around this way. So they wrap in different directions. Another key point I'll show you a little farther on. So let's do 5 wraps on both sides. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now you're gonna come up and thread that between these lines right here like this. Go ahead and push that through there. And now we can do the wraps on the other way. Now we're gonna do the opposite wrap. So 5 more, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is crucial. So see how this tagging on the first one goes out and up? Let's make sure this one goes down and out. So through the knot like so, and now they're both going in different directions. Your knot is done, and you see how your tag-ins kind of point out backwards? That's crucial with the blood knot as well. So your blood knot's finished. Now you're gonna lubricate your line, so I'm gonna pull out. I use saliva, and now you can pull it down onto itself. And why the fly fishermen like this knot is because your tag-ins are hidden in the middle here, and it picks up less weeds as you pull it through the water. And you can see how they both stick out this way. So that's gonna be your blood knot, and that's gonna be a really essential knot if you're gonna be tying tapered leader or tying your own tapered leader. So it's a really easy, simple knot to tie. It's quick. And the more you do it, the easier it gets. So another thing you could do here, if you wanted to like quick connect, you could put a perfection loop to perfection loop knot, and you could easily switch your knot, and you wouldn't have to tie that nail knot as much or shorten your butt section of your leader. So I'll show you how to do that real quick. So perfection loop, let's cut this off. So let's, instead of tying the blood knot to connect it, we'll tie a perfection loop to connect it. So our leader's going this way, we're gonna go down and behind, so you're gonna make a loop behind. And then you're gonna go around. Then you're gonna get this and go over, and I like to pinch this with backhand like so, finger. Then you're gonna pull this second loop through the first loop and pull it tight. So that's a perfection loop right there. And the cool thing about the perfection loop is you can quickly and easily change your leaders doing a loop-to-loop connection. So let's just do another one on this leader. So the same thing again, back behind, around, and between, and pinch with your back finger like so. And now pull that through, and now you have another perfection loop. Snip that nice and tight, and now we can do, so when you connect your loops, you're going to want to go through the loop and then pull this tip of your leader through, and that's how it should look when it comes out. Then pull that nice and tight. Now if you need to quickly change your leader, you can just pop this section off and put a whole new section of leader on really quick. It's an easy way to do a quick leader change. If you're beginning at fly fishing, I would suggest doing this because you're gonna end up getting a lot of knots in your line from just getting tail loops and practicing fly fishing and fly casting, and you're gonna wear your leaders out pretty quick. So it is kind of nice having this section. And as you get better at tying leaders and stuff, just do the blood knot. The blood knot, just because it's gonna make your leader a little bit more aerodynamic and a little less clunky. This is just a little bit added weight onto your leader that is unnecessary, but it is nice if you want to quickly change your leader. So that's 3 essential knots. So it was the nail knot, the blood knot, and the perfection knot. I'll do another video with 3 essential knots that I use for tying on my fly to my tippet of my leader. So thank you for watching, and I hope this helped.